Good news, it is time to switch the speaker on, if not already, and get our test done. So if not already, power it on there. We can fade this input 1 up to 0 at this point. There are these 4 modes of this speaker for use in different environments. PA is the flattest. That's sort of the most neutral sound, the most balanced sound, the most evenly balanced sound. But if you want low-end boost, then there's this DJ function that you can move it to. Changes the tonality of the speaker somewhat. Then there's a monitor function that is, if you use this speaker, it's in this orientation at the moment, like it's supposed to be on a tripod, but you can lie it on its side and put it on the floor of a stage, for example, and use it as a monitor wedge for music playing or for monitoring if you're doing a speech. We're not talking about that in detail right now. And there's a solo mode as well for effectively like solo performers, but again, no further detail required on that just now for this basic video. Back to PA. I encourage you to make sure the limiter is switched on, please. So that's its off position. That's on. Perhaps not obvious to see just through the video, but it's a real obvious feel when you press it for which way is on and which way is off. That just protects the speaker. By the way, when there is signal reaching the speaker, it will light here green. We've not played anything into the speaker yet, so that's why it's not lighting green. Hurrah! And finally, we can test the whole system. So I said earlier that testing with some music first seems like a sensible idea so that you avoid wild feedback. So phone, plug it in and press play. Let's put that there. So the master fader can come up to that point. It's marked with a triangle, and then slowly, nice and steady, fade it up. And now you'll see that green light. And we can test the microphone as well. The master fader is still faded up, but that's okay. The microphone isn't live because their input 1 channel is not faded up, but now let's fade it up. I'll talk into the microphone, but that'll be out of shot. Test, 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 test. Nice and slowly, just fading that up. Just a quick thing about the way that these loudspeakers are designed in relationship to microphone use. The microphone is designed to be used behind or off to the side, but not directly in front of the loudspeaker. So I'm talking into this microphone it's quite close to my mouth, and I'm stood behind the loudspeaker, over in that direction. It's not feeding back, it's nice and stable. If I was to move the microphone in front of the speaker at about this level, it would most likely feed back. So watch out for that. You want to set your level, yeah, sure, loud enough, but you also need to think about where your microphone is in relation to your speaker so that you can get it loud, but it's not feeding back. There is a little bit of tonality control on this speaker, on this mixer, but not a lot. This will take off some high end, and this will take off some low end. That's where we're going to leave it for now.